Hey, what's up guys? Jonasegway. Today's video, I'm gonna show you guys consistencies with these three different batteries. These batteries are for the Insta360 X5, one aftermarket battery, and then two of Insta360's actual official batteries. Let's talk about aftermarket batteries real quick. We got this aftermarket one, and I'm calling it aftermarket because it is a battery that is aftermarket. Insta360 didn't make this battery themselves, but more so they came with a fast charger that I purchased for my X5 batteries called SYMIC, S-Y-M-I-K. That battery charge is a beast. Link to that video is in the description below. I will be making a how-to video on that charger on my Jonasegway Tutorials video channel, and that link will be in the description as well. This battery has a 2800 mega amp hour capacity. You'll see the performance. This is literally just a consistency test. I want you guys to see what type of run times can you expect, because they aren't always the same. A lot of things are going to determine on how many minutes you get out of these batteries, like temperature, airflow, you get what I'm saying? What type of settings you have going on in your camera. And I'm going to put all those things in the video, in this video. So, but yeah, 2800 mega amp hour battery. Insta360 X5 has this thermal battery. This has the orange seal on it. This one also has a 2800 mega amp hour capacity, and it's more for cold climates, guys. If you guys like doing skiing, if you guys live in a cold climate, you know, like in the wintertime, you still want to use your X5. You don't want your battery to be affected by the cold, you know, shorter run times. This one probably, I can't really feel the difference, but I would like to think that Insta360 probably used some sort of a thermal material on the inside of this battery, a very thin layer of it that will allow the heat that the battery generates being in the camera while it's running to kind of keep it warm while you're out in the cold climate. So if you guys live in cold areas or you plan on operating your camera during a cold season, definitely pick you up a couple of these. All right, I do have an accessory link in the description below, so if you guys want to use that, that would be great. Gives me a little bit of extra, it doesn't cost you anything. But these batteries are really good. I'm probably the most impressed with this battery. Then you have the original blue battery, which is also very impressive. This one has a 2400 mega amp hour battery capacity, but don't be fooled by it, because the 2400 mega amp hour battery, it's consistent as far as run times go. Okay. Obviously, like I said, there's going to be things that determine how long your battery lasts. It's going to be your battery charger. You know, how many fast charges are you going to do? Are you going to try to charge these batteries while they're still warm? Your settings, the settings of your camera. What settings do you have? Do you have settings on that you don't need, like AI assistant, for example? Maybe you guys don't need AI assistant. Maybe you guys are going to go into the Insta360 studio program and you're going to do all your keyframes on your own. You don't need AI assistant because AI assistant will use more battery. Remember, the X5 does have two processors in it, as well as the AcePro 2. One processor usually works the normal camera functions. The other one's working the AI stuff. If you're going to activate the AI stuff, that other processor is going to be working double time, overtime, and obviously that in return uses more battery. So definitely pay attention to the options and the features that you have on your camera if you want more run times than what you see in this video. Again, this video is not about run times, it's about the consistency of the run times. How long does the battery run in the same sort of conditions multiple times? That way you guys kind of have an idea. If you're out moto vlogging, for example, if you're out hiking, you just have an idea on, okay, it's been an hour and a half I've been hiking, so the camera's battery might need to be swapped out. And if you get something like that SYMIC charger that I purchased, man, that thing is that's a good charger, guys. So in my opinion, that might be the best charger on the market for the X5, even better than Insta360's charger, because this thing has heat, thermal control, balances your cells. It can take energy from one battery to push it to fast charge another battery so that you can have a battery up and running as fast as possible. It can take one energy from one battery and put it to another to balance them out between the two and kind of set them at, you know, whatever the energy is available. Let's say you have 30% in one battery and 70% in one battery. It'll take the 70 and the 30 and it'll balance it out. So you have a 50-50 setup going on where one battery has 50% energy in it and the other one has 50% energy. It shows you amperage, how much amps is being moved around during charging. It'll discharge your batteries to to keep them healthy. You don't want to leave these batteries at 100% all the time. It's dope, guys. And for the price, Insta360 definitely needs to have these guys make chargers for them. Speaking of Insta360, this is an Insta360 AcePro 2. This is a DJI Action 5 Pro. This DJI Action 5 Pro, as you guys can see, we got a cold shoe mount door. That's a DJI accessory. Insta360, can we get a cold shoe mount battery door for these AcePro 2s and AcePro 3? Don't make the AcePro 3 a whole different looking camera or a whole different set of dimensions where I can't use AcePro 2 stuff with AcePro 3. This has nothing to do with the battery test in this video, but I have to get Insta360's attention because they ain't listening. Let's get a cold shoe mount door for the AcePro 2. For this test, I've used the exact same batteries, which are my newest batteries of each battery type, and I've been given full charges, stayed in the charger, they were maintained, and they've been given breaks. I've used these batteries every night, each night, instead of multiple times in one night, just to give them a break. The manufacturer date on the original battery, February 6, 2025. For the original Insta360 X5 battery. For the orange one, the thermal battery, we have, I think this one was June 12, 2025. So you guys can see. These batteries have the lowest, all of them. The aftermarket batteries are brand new anyways, but these Insta360, the thermal and the, this blue battery, the original one, they have very, very low charging cycles on them. That way we get the best performance, because a lot of people, when they do tests like this, like, oh, which one's going to run longer, they're going to use a camera that they've had already. Let's say the X5K is out right now, the X4 Lite is now out, right? People will take an X5 that they have batteries with like 30 charge cycles on them, and then compare it to a battery, you know, to a camera that's new, that has a brand new battery. That's not a fair comparison. You're going to get accurate numbers, but not fair accurate numbers. You get what I'm saying? You want to use new batteries with new batteries, you know, to get the best results. So now enjoy the video. Oh, what do you guys think? Which battery was most impressive to you? Which one do you think you're gonna buy? If you want my opinion, yes, the thermal battery seems to be performing the best as far as how long it's been running before it stops recording with the camera. But if you're gonna use it in warm climates, and when I say warm climates, I mean like 70 degrees, somewhere around 70 degrees Fahrenheit and higher, the runtime is going to be shorter. I was using that battery since it was warm out, and it wouldn't last long. Hour and a half, you know, hour and 35 minutes. It shuts the camera down because, you know, the battery exhausted itself. And if you're not dealing with battery exhaustion, you're dealing with the camera overheating. You know, and that's if you're not using that thermal cover that Insta360 does offer now for the X4, the X4 Lite. I think they have it for the X3 now, and the X5 cameras. So this thermal battery, even though it has a 2800 milliamp hour capacity, it performs about the same as the blue one, kind of, sort of, you know, except for the wintertime. In the wintertime, you'll see the benefits from the higher capacity. So in my opinion, it sounds like the regular blue batteries is probably going to be the best ones. You can buy aftermarket batteries. Just be careful on which ones you buy. I think they use cheaper cells in those batteries, which is why the run times, you know, they'll be really good as you use them in the beginning, but the more you use them, the less battery life you get out of them. So with that being said, that's all I got. If you guys have any more video ideas, get in the comments, let me know. Check out the links in the description. Like I said, I got an accessories link for affiliate link. We got G's Moto down there. That's one of my biggest supporters. She's gonna be the first one to comment. Go on and give her likes on her comments. Hit the like button on those comments, man. And my boy Luis, all right, he just recently recovered from pneumonia. He's probably gonna get up in there. We're trying to get him back in the game. Two of my biggest supporters, man. Shout outs to them all the time, all day, every day. Go check out their channels. And yeah, like and subscribe, guys. And if you have any ideas, like I said, just put it in the comments below. Type away. Hey, if you have any questions, these things are almost always with me, from the charger to the batteries to the cameras to the equipment. Everything, I kind of keep them very close to me, so I'm always usually able to answer questions if I do not know the answer. But I'm going to keep using all these batteries. The purple batteries, the aftermarket ones, I drive, you know, the trucks, so those are kind of like my stress test batteries. I will probably use those all the time in the truck during the night hours. X5 is a really good night camera, and those are just the batteries that I plan on just using during night, you know, night recordings, because they're cheap batteries anyway. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Peace.